Look, you need to stop doing horse stance holds if you want to open up your hips. Unless you use this power move. Don't get me wrong, wide stance squatting is fantastic for increasing adductor flexibility and strength and end range. However, most people just sit here doing these boring static holds for the sake of holding longer and longer, but it ends up being a waste of time for actual range of motion development because it lacks intent. So here's how we could supercharge these horse stance holds to actually unlock some newfound range. Get into your widest stance possible with whatever foot position is most comfortable. We want to maximize width over depth at first and slowly work ourselves lower after a series of contractions. The first contraction is to drive the heels out and arch the back hard. Toot that ass up in the air for 5 seconds, then reverse the contraction by spinning your heels in and thrusting the hips forward for 5 seconds. Your legs should be absolutely shaking here, and after that sink lower and repeat this 3 to 5 times per set. The rotational contractions in the transverse plane are unique in that they'll carve out more space for you to flex the hip, and lack of hip rotation from an abducted position is what makes horse stance so uncomfortable for people. And if this is the case with you, then you're going to need to use some supporting drills to strengthen rotation specific to the wide squat. To strengthen internal rotation and decrease some of that blockage in the hips, one of my favorite drills is the supine loaded wall frog lifts. For external rotation, supine butterfly hip thrusts are extremely beneficial for keeping an upright torso in the horse stance and driving that open hip position. So stop doing horse stance thinking gravity is going to do all the work for you. Apply specific contractions in your most limited plane of motion and choose the right supporting drills for you to keep progressing.